It is all over. England are the world champions. They're on the pitch now, but who cares? This is the greatest moment in the history of English football.
Now, last night the reserves were back in action as part of their own build-up to the new season. They were helping to launch a new stadium for a very ancient club, as Joe Evans now reports.
United reserves played a commemorative game in Sheffield to open the new ground for the city's third most famous club. Amateur side Sheffield FC are the oldest football team in the world and invited United along to open their new ground.
We call Sheffield the crucible of football because Sheffield FC is really the spark that lit club football, and anybody who traces their football club and goes backwards arrives here.
Still tell my story.
Yo, man, do man proud of
My hometown. This is where it goes down. Sheffield.
Where are we going today? We're going to Sheffield, the home of football, or where football started, which is crazy. Because we've been going to Sheffield for years, and I never knew football started here. Did you know?
Ah, so that what is that the first club?
It's the world's oldest club, the first ever club. It's where football started. And Pele, you know what Pele said?
What?
Pele said, without Sheffield FC, there's no Pele. So technically, without Sheffield FC, the greatest footballer of all time, one of the greatest footballers of all time,
Yeah.
they won't be around. That's crazy.
That's actually crazy.
That's insane. But I'm gonna go interview the CEO, Richard Timms. I'm gonna go check him out. He's invited us over there, to go see the ground. And yeah, join us. Oh my God!
That's a good thing.
Okay, this is gonna be
Here today. It's mental.
next men's game, yeah. Yo! I just clocked, yeah? As a fan, you can just come here and watch. From here.
Yeah.
You don't even need to buy a ticket.
Nice, man.
Come on, bro, it's a serious club. Well, bro, you don't even need a ticket, eh? You can just stand here.
Can people come up?
Yeah, of course. But then again, tickets were like a £5, man.
Okay.
This is where football started. So this is where Pele learned how to play football, basically, for the cameras. Look at that pitch. And show them, look, you don't even need to buy a ticket. Record the area here. Obviously, if you're taller than that, or you can technically stand on this and just watch the game. You don't even need to, show them the camera, stand up on there and check. You don't need to buy a ticket. You basically get a view of that goal, the goal, everything. Managers are stood there. Best view this is the best view. So anyway, we're on the way to go meet Richard. He's going to explain Sheffield FC. First ever football club world, first No, the world's oldest football club. It's a bit muddy anyway, so let's get going. He's waiting for us. And that's it. They're going to call me the Black Reggie Yates. Or the Black Ross Kemp.
My name is Richard Timms. I'm chairman of Sheffield FC, the world's first football club. When the Sheffield rules were written in 1857, there were other laws of the game, and Cambridge University also had a set of laws which were later adopted by the FA. I mean, if you read them through, they're very, very similar. But in the Sheffield rules, number 1, it says we shall kick off from the middle, which obviously is exactly the same as today. Each team shall play with a red cap or a blue cap, which of course, when there were no kits, is the forerunner of kits. And we have a newspaper report from 1863 that said Sheffield shall play by 11. Little old Sheffield FC, some guys might have played for it, but really the city has been obsessed with Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United. And I thought, you know, there is a Premier League that's now the biggest league in the world awash with money, and it all started with this tiny little football club with one team. And I really thought there has to be more to it than that. Looking for links to tell the story. You know, our values are about integrity, respect and community, and respecting the heritage and history of the game. To do that, you know, we need relationships, we need contacts. So we've got a project called the Club of Pioneers, where we're going around the world to meet the pioneer from every country. So we've got Genoa in Italy, probably one of our first pioneers, started by Englishmen. You know, I went round at Genoa Stadium when we inducted them into the Hall of Pioneers, and they were all singing Rule Britannia. And also, over the tannoy, the crowd were also singing, probably the most famous song you've heard from Sheffield is Don't You Want Me Baby by the Human League. Celebrated 100 years of international football in Zurich in 2004, and they invited me out to that ceremony. Didn't really understand why I was going. And the nominations for a FIFA Centennial Order of Merit were little old Sheffield FC and Real Madrid. So that's an amazing opportunity for us. You've got, you know, a tiny little football club like Sheffield having the same honour and award as the biggest and richest football club in the world. We've had a desire and highlighted the place where Sheffield FC were born, the very first field the club football was ever played, and over the last 8-9 years we've had a desire to move back there. And we set a crowdfunding campaign up about 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, really to sort of ignite that and see if we could get a bit of seed capital.
After winning the World Cup in 1966, England have failed to get back to those highs, and the team became known for bottling it at the most important moments. Did their golden generations disappoint on the biggest stage? Or were other teams simply better? This is the story of the failure of England's golden generations.
If you think of the team like Rooney's, the Owens, Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham, we should have won a World Cup that year.
So if you're looking at good players on paper, it doesn't mean the dynamics in the group's going to come together.
30 years after winning the World Cup on home soil, football came home once again, as England hosted Euro '96.
It's an extraordinary time for English football fans, of course.
You're at home in front of your own crowd in a major championship. That doesn't happen very often. That happens once in your career if you're lucky.
I'm sure there's many and many a football team that's said what ifs and so close over the years. We are just another one of those teams.
It weren't even inches, was it? It was like centimetres.
England needed to win the penalty shootout or they were out. As things went to sudden death, Gareth Southgate needed to score.
Regret, remorse, to have failed under pressure, under that huge spotlight, is hard professionally to take.
Wow, that's it, we're out.
Unfortunately for England, something happened in '98 that will never be forgotten.
England are playing Argentina at a World Cup for the first time since the Hand of God game in 1986.
All the people around you say, we've got to beat the Argies.
I remember Diego putting his hand on the back of my head, and then I just reacted.
Wait a minute, he's taking another card out for Beckham. It's a red card for David Beckham.
David made a mistake, no question about that, but Simeone totally took advantage of that mistake as well.
England hold on. It's time for the ultimate test.
Batty's penalty was saved, and the penalty shootout curse for England.
That tournament was the second in 2 years that we got knocked out on penalties.
You feel empty.
He hasn't done it on purpose. It's a mistake that he's made.
I think what led after for the next few years, I think for me personally, that was the most difficult time for me in my career.
From us on the night that England failed to qualify for Euro 2008. Good night.
Unfortunately for England, their fortunes didn't turn over the next few tournaments. Whether it was disallowed goals or more penalty failures, England almost seemed cursed.
What are the mental problems with England set up? We saw again the penalty shootout tonight. Going into it, you just couldn't see England winning it. You see them every week in the Premiership, big, top players, the Gerrards. Gerrard never got a kick tonight.
Don't you think we overhyped the Premier League a bit too much?
Absolutely, of course.
You've got to start working on kids of 5, 6, 7 years old so that they come through.
But what if there was possible salvation for the Three Lions, led by a man hungrier than anyone for redemption? Because Gareth Southgate was like the remedy to all of England's problems.
I made plenty of poor decisions when I was a young player, but it's how you react to that and how you learn from those moments that's important.
He was the ideal person to be the manager that day because of what he'd been through in his own football life. Nobody could have done that better than Gareth.
There's clear guidelines for the coaches in terms of the way we want to coach, the way that we expect the sessions to look on the training pitch.
After reaching the semi-final of the 2018 World Cup, it was proof that Southgate was getting England closer to where they wanted to be. But the next tournament would be even more special, because once again, football was returning home.
The beauty of '96 was not just our games, it's the fact that the football world came to England, and this is a little bit different in that we're at home, so we've got our matches at Wembley, which is brilliant for us.
I think they're going to win it. I think the stars have aligned beautifully. 7 games, 6 of them at home.
And the stars definitely aligned.
Grealish, then on to Shaw, big chance for England, Sterling is there again! Chooses Grealish instead, it's Grealish, it's Kane! England have a 2-goal lead!
Because England scored sweet revenge against none other than Germany, and this momentum carried all the way to the final.
Are you better equipped to win a semi-final after your experiences of '96 and 2018? Well, we should be.
Good luck. Saved, back in! Yes! 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 55 years since England last reached a major final. Gareth Southgate will bring England back here on Sunday to face Italy.
But sadly, the fun wouldn't last forever.
And it's saved. And Italy are the European champions.
England once again exited a tournament on penalties.
But in the last few weeks, there's just been great pride in this country of what England players have achieved, what this England team have achieved.
The players have had an incredible togetherness and spirit, which I think has brought so many parts of our country together. They should be, and I think they are, incredibly proud of what they've done. We're now at a point where the team have got to a certain level. There's more expectation, but there's also more evidence for the team that we can do well.
He has done a remarkable job, Gareth, but he hasn't had maybe the players to pick from that previous managers have had. So, the pool of players he's got is, is not as big.
But what if England did have a team that could take on the world? A team that could even be considered as a golden generation?
Jude Bellingham, Champions League winner.
Mesmerising in every sense, on the pitch, off the pitch.
I mean, he's a god. He's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. The way Kane is playing right now, he's a complete striker. And
he's going to be the top goal scorer for England. He's going to be the top goal scorer ever for Tottenham, and he's probably going to be the Premier League's greatest or most goals there.
England have got Bellingham, they've got
Foden, they've got Kane, they've got real talent.
Saka, to be fair, Martin, you can't help but love him. You can't. He's absolutely wonderful, a breath of fresh air.
But I like everything about him, and I think if you want to play for the big teams, he is capable of beating players.
While England's defence might not be as golden, their attack was certainly gold standard, and the expectation to win Euro 2024 was sky high. It seemed like now or never for England. England seemed to be turning a new leaf, as the penalty shootout problem seemed to be going away. It seemed like destiny for England to finally break the curse.
We want to win. We know we've gone close. Semi-final, final. It's pretty clear the next challenge.
For England, the interminable wait goes on.
So close, yet so far, but ultimately it wasn't to be.
Gareth Southgate has left as England boss after 8 years in charge.
For someone who's such a top human being, you want them to do so well in life. And he's done a magnificent job. He's left them in a way better position.
The New England men's football manager will be the former Chelsea boss, Thomas Tuchel.
We've appointed one of the very best coaches in the world. Our aim is always to win a major tournament, and we believe Thomas gives us the best possible chance to do that.
Thomas Tuchel will have a wealth of talent to help him bring it home. But could England finally get it done? Only time will tell.
Let's talk about Drake, man.
The greatest of all time. You're just a hater. I clocked it.
I'm not a hater. I love Drake.
So how can you not
just
admit?
Diminishing all these other guys.
There's no one close to him.
He did not put Kendrick on, bro.
He did.
No, he didn't.
He brought Kendrick on tour.
When?
When Drake brings these guys on tour, it elevates the career. Huh?
When?
In 2011.
2011?
Yeah.
How the hell do you know that?
I know Drake, man.
Doing his research.
I might do a Drake documentary.
Do Diddy one, man. Drake might be your pop. Whoa, where are you going, man?
Sorry.
This guy's so...
Nah, as soon as you said Diddy, bro, you got my hands sweating, man. Nah,